Well, Amanda Thompson's death is just one of multiple domestic violence homicides in the last few months in our area.
And with more domestic violence cases making headlines, we want to highlight the resources available to help those in need in a dangerous relationship. We're joined now by Catherine Miles Kanya, the CEO of the Family Justice Center. Catherine, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you for what you do. It's very difficult day in and day out, and you are one of the #1 places to turn to for these people going through these situations. 1 in 4 women, I didn't realize that, 1 in 4 women go through violence in a relationship. Just explain a little bit about what you do.
Yes, so those are staggering statistics. It's
Yeah.
actually 1 in 4 women and 1 in 7 men. So it is a much more pervasive situation. I'm actually calling it a public health crisis because it is so pervasive. It does not discriminate against socioeconomic status, race, gender, etc. So for anyone who's experiencing an unhealthy relationship all the way to extreme violence, everything in between, we are able to work with that individual. They come through our purple doors. That is the pathway to safety, we are saying, and that's where they will meet with an advocate to really discuss what is happening in their relationship. What are those next steps that they need to take to break free from this abusive, violent situation?
Yeah, let's talk about the status of the resources that are out there statewide and also across the region here. We know that your organizations, many others, rely on funding that's available. Sometimes that funding can dry up. Are we seeing more of these centers open, or what's going on in terms of the funding and the resources that are available on this?
So for right now, we feel comfortable with the funding that we're receiving. I think what's important to also remember is that we are, because we're a family justice center, we have all these services under one roof. Individuals who are experiencing domestic violence often encounter a broken, fragmented system. They're working with police by themselves, they're working with the district attorney's office, perhaps they have injuries, and by then they've completely withered away and they have gone back to the abuser because it's an overwhelming set of circumstances that they're facing. So for us, the power of our agency is that all those services are under one roof and an advocate is able to work alongside that individual. So we're lucky in that we are able to get funding. We have not seen any real drying up of funding yet, and we also have nice private philanthropy as well that is helping us, because I think people really do see the urgency, but they also understand just the level of services and how comprehensive they are so that it doesn't overwhelm that individual. We will help walk with them along their side.
I love to hear that. Some men or women, women or men, may be thinking, well, I think this might be violence. I'm not sure. They stay in it. Can you give some stats or some advice in that situation?
We want anyone who is feeling unsafe or uncomfortable or even wondering if it's abusive to know that that is not normal. That is their internal barometer of what is normal and what's not, telling them something is wrong. So they don't have to navigate this by themselves. They can come to the Family Justice Center and meet with us so that we can determine and work alongside of them to whether or not this relationship is healthy or not. What we do know is that many individuals underestimate the level of danger they're in because the violence has become normalized. They've come to expect it. So we are able to administer danger assessments. Those are assessments that we can give to an individual where we are hearing something does not sound right, it sounds violent, and we are worried about a fatality. We administer that danger assessment, and that quantifies the level of danger they're in for us to be able to say, this is a really dangerous situation, or we are in fear or concern that you are in a situation that is going to result in something far worse than you hoped for. From there, we are then able to provide resources for that individual, whether it's putting them in shelter or working with the hotels that we work with locally. We can get them into a safe situation if going home is too dangerous.
And so we're learning here about what people should be doing and how should people be interacting in their private lives as well. Who should they be talking to? We're all on social media. What should they be doing or not doing on social media as well? Can you address that aspect?
So publicly declaring something like this that you are is largely an unsafe situation, quite honestly. So you want to make sure that if you are speaking about domestic violence, that it's done in a safe, manner. This is a situation that typically hides behind closed doors. It hides in the shadows. So people publicly declaring typically don't take that route, and I don't think I would advise that route either. But what we want to have happen is that there are safe individuals that that individual can go to, and that individual needs to know a few things. One, you're there to listen and not judge. Two, recognize that it takes 7 to 9 times to leave an abusive situation. So we want you to hang in there with that individual when you see that potential back and forth, because that individual is really struggling with leaving someone who is abusive, but somebody they love and maybe depend on for other reasons as well.
We have the phone number for the Family Justice Center on the screen. We've had it on the screen as Catherine has been speaking. Catherine, you have provided hope. You have helped so many people. People can get through this situation.
Absolutely.
So I do want people to realize that hope is out there. You are providing it. And there are mentors as well within your organization who can talk to these folks as well.
Correct. There is hope every day with this situation. And so we encourage people to give us a call, and we can help guide them through this process.
Catherine, thank you.
Thank you. Very important conversation there. Thank you.